Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you tuning back in. As I said in my last video, April is Head and Neck Cancer Awareness Month, and it is vitally important for you to get early diagnosis so you can get early treatment and catch head and neck cancer early. The earlier you catch the tumor, the better your prognosis is. As I said before, over 66,000 people every year in the United States are diagnosed with head and neck cancer. And over 14,000 of those people die. So it's vitally important that you are mouth aware. And by that, I mean doing a self-examination at least every 3 months to make sure that there are no changes to your mouth, gums, tonsils, throat, voice box, anything like that. And if you start experiencing any of the symptoms that I explained in the last video, and you can click here for that video, please consult your doctor right away. To be mouth aware, there's a few things that you need to do. The first thing you need to do is you need to get yourself a flashlight. You can get it on your phone or a very bright flashlight, and you want to check a few areas. The first place that you want to look, and I'll put this graphic up on the screen for you, is your cheek. You need to look out for white, dark, discoloration of any sort. And you want to put your index finger in the inside of your cheek and your thumb, and you want to feel around. You want to make sure that there's no lumps. So something like this. Okay, start at the top where your gum line meets and work yourself all the way around, going back a few inches every time, just to check for lumps. Okay, now extend that through the gum line up on the front of your lip. Okay, then switch sides and go down to the bottom. Make sure you go as far back as you can possibly stand without gagging yourself. Okay? Now you also want to the next thing you want to do is you want to take your finger and you want to run along the roof of your mouth. Again, go as far back as you can without gagging yourself, but light pressure just to check for any lumps or lesions that might show up. So something like this. Now your lips, do this in front of a mirror, but bring your lips down and look for any discoloration, red, white patches, soreness, canker sores. Sometimes canker sores happen for other reasons, but if it's coupled with a few of the other symptoms, then go ahead and consult your physician. On your tongue, look for any changes in color or texture on the surface. Check the sides for any swelling or changes in ulcers, and examine the underside. So pull your tongue out. Now, this may gross you out, and I'm sorry, but it's an exam. It's not supposed to be glamorous. Pull your tongue out and check for any discolorations, any lesions or cankers on either side. Here or here. Okay, up underneath the tongue. And look for anything out of the ordinary. Take your fingers and squeeze. Okay, again, you're looking for any lumps, any pain, soreness, anything out of the ordinary. After you've examined the inside of your mouth, now let's move on to your neck. First thing you want to do is you want to place your hands on the back of each side of your jaw under your ears, open and close your jaw while feeling for any bumps. Okay? So you're going to come up here and you're going to feel for any bumps that might be there. Okay? Now, with your hands in the same position, work your way down under your neck and look for any lumps and bumps. Now turn your head to the right and feel your left side muscles. Turn your head to the left. Do the same thing. Pay attention to what you look like in the mirror too, because a lot of tumors, like mine for example, showed up very prominently when I would turn my neck to one way or the other. So I'm not only feeling, but I'm also looking at myself in the mirror and I'm making sure that there's no lumps or asymmetry on either side of my neck. Okay? Next thing you're going to want to do is grab your gullet and swallow. Not too hard. That way, you can actually swallow and you don't want to choke yourself. Grab your gullet and swallow. Next, put your chin down, your palms facing away from you, and feel the under your side of your jaw with your fingers. So up like this, just like this. Okay? Again, you're feeling for any asymmetry, any bumps, lumps, or pain. If you have any lumps, bumps, or pain, along with any of these symptoms listed here, please consult your doctor right away. So you may have noticed that I'm wearing a little bit different apparel today. I've got a hat on, it says Men Up to Cancer. A shirt says KFG, also from Man Up to Cancer. Man Up to Cancer is a men's support group online that I joined towards the end of my treatment last year. It's a support group for men that was founded by two great individuals, Trevor Maxwell and Joe Bullock. They created Man Up to Cancer and the Facebook group, The Howling Place, specifically for men. The reason for that is men are more likely to be diagnosed at a later stage cancer than women. Call it stubbornness, call it what you will. But when men get diagnosed with cancer, more than likely they're in the later stages. Therefore, men have a higher risk of dying from cancer. At least that's according to the National Cancer Institute. So when my good friend Trevor Maxwell and Joe Bullock got their heads together, they realized that there wasn't a lot of places for men to reach out online for support. And so they created the Howling Place as a place for men to get together and talk about their diagnosis, talk about their feelings, talk about their struggles, their triumphs, their troubles with everyday life. I'm extremely grateful to Trevor and Joe for bringing the Howling Place into existence. There are three core components to Man Up to Cancer and the Howling Place. The links are actually below in the description. There's the podcast, which Trevor does with members of the group and other members in the cancer community. It's raw, it's real, it's fantastic. I would definitely recommend you listening to that podcast anywhere that you get your favorite podcast from. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon. There's the website and the social media account. And then there's the Howling Place Facebook group, which is for men only. The reason it's for men only is because a lot of times men don't feel comfortable sharing their feelings or sharing things about the physical and emotional aspects of cancer diagnosis in a co-ed environment. When men lack communication skills or when they're dealing with a sensitive hardship such as loss of sexual function, loss of appetite, loss of control over other things, and even a lot of times just coming out and expressing, hey, I'm having a bad day, is really hard for a lot of men to do, especially in a co-ed environment, and they're less likely to join groups. So that robs them of potential proven benefits of peer-to-peer support. A key factor in recovering from cancer is the support of others, whether it's from a caretaker at home or from somebody else in the community. This provides another aspect, another level of support that you will not find anywhere else. So check them out. Again, like I said, the links are below in the description. Be happy to have you aboard. To Joe, Trevor, and all of my fellow Wolfpack members, KFG. Keep the prop side up, and we'll catch you in the next video.